Alright, for this video we're going to show you how to create a animation in Google. Google Slides does not have quite the advanced animation features that PowerPoint has, so we're going to kind of do a workaround. Actually using a technology they've been doing for decades in kind of cartoons and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new Google slide. I'm sorry, I said it right and clicked it wrong. Google slide. And essentially what we're going to do is create what's called stop motion animation. You may have seen this in old Christmas Rudolph. If you've seen those old their animation, they're clay, and they just moved the characters a little bit each frame. We're going to do that two-dimensionally on a Google document here. So now I'm going to leave this up to you as far as creativity. I'll give you kind of a number of slides, but as far as what your topic is, I'll let you decide that. Now let's start with something very simple. Let's just create a a circle along the screen, on the screen here, and we can change the color of it. Oops, that was the color of the font. And format options. Okay, there's another way of doing this that's faster. It's over here. You can see how much I use PowerPoint more than this. Okay, so now the key here is that if you go over here, you're going to make another slide of it. If you'll notice that there is no shortcut key for duplicate, but there is. Just click on, don't click on your circle, click on your slide and hit Control D. And you'll get another, and just move it slightly. The key to stop motion animation is to move slightly every frame. So we're going to move it again. Whoops. Now notice I was on the circle, not on the slide, so it duplicated the circle. What we want is, alright, we're going to click on that, click back on there, move it a little bit more, and yes, this will take a while. Okay, now I just went a few frames, I went like 6 frames there. So let's present that. And you can just kind of hold down the cursor key. And yes, I only went a little bit, not very exciting. But there are some out there that you can look up that people have created 400 slide animations. I don't think you need to do that many. Now to add some, this takes some planning because you need to, let me add some extra features. Let's say you want to add a shape here. And I want to add a rectangle up here. And I want that to be blue. Well, bluer, how about? It's good enough. And we want we want to duplicate that and put another rectangle down here. And we want this to be green. This will be like grass. So what we've done is we've created kind of a background. So one thing to give your animation more interesting, look to it is to give a background. Now, if you can't see your original shapes, you have to go to right click on it and go to, where did they put that on this program? Order, send to back. Okay, now notice I said earlier you need to do some planning, because once you've animated and duplicated 100 of these circles, you don't want to have to go back and add these backgrounds. So you want to make sure that your background is done first. You can even get creative here. And if I duplicate this and make this the same color as the sky without a border to it, you can actually animate and it'll look like the moon is, of course the moon doesn't look like that, so you'd have to kind of change the shape. You can make it go, a little smaller and eventually disappear. I guess if we're going to make it a moon, we should actually make the sky black and make this black and make this white. So these are just simple ideas, but I want you to create a animation of about probably 30 or 40 slides, and that sounds like a lot, but when you're just duplicating, Control D, whoops, click the wrong slide. Click on that and then move this a little bit, and then duplicate it again, and move it away, and duplicate it again. So another little kind of creative project here. Let's see how you do. Control F5 to display it, and let me move that over to the screen here. And we've got, now we have, and it goes into the other slide. Okay, real quick, I want to show you a video just to give you some inspiration here. Let me go back and find, I think this is the one here. Yes. Okay, so let me move this over to your screen here. And play just a little bit of what they consider the greatest. This is all done in Google Docs. So let's see if you can see that. Okay, let's back up to the beginning here. No, beginning is right here. So don't expect you to create anything that elaborate, but if you can animate, a simple scene of 30, 40, 50 slides, I should expect this to take you, maybe a half an hour or so to put this together. And let's see what you can come up with. And we'll present these to the rest of the class so everyone can kind of see what you've done, show off your work. So that's going to be the project for today, and we'll probably continue this a little bit on Wednesday, maybe with a group project.